Now then, people, it's match day. It's match day content time on All Leeds TV. It's live lineups, it's watch along, it's live player ratings. We've got you covered. Keep it locked at All Leeds TV as per. If you're watching as well, you're watching for a reason. So please smash the like on the video. We need as many likes as possible so that more people come and join this fantastic community that we're building up on All Leeds TV. And of course, we are now going to go through the lineups just before Oscar does that. How you doing, my man? Are you excited for this one?
I'm doing good, mate. I am doing very good. I've just seen a certain introduction to the lineup, to be fair. We'll all go through that in 1 second. But yeah, a bit more interesting now, a bit more interesting. So, in fact, very interesting. I've just seen another change there. Right, we will go through it.
Yeah,
Marcelo Bielsa has made changes for the first time in 200 years. We've seen changes. Right, so let's go through it. Again, shape-wise, completely guessing at this point, but let's just go through it in some kind of order.
I'm seeing the comments and people are telling me who's not in, and I'm like, what?
In goal, it stays the same. It is Illan Meslier.
It doesn't stay the same. It doesn't stay the same. Obviously, he's back.
Actually, sorry. I tried to erase that Brighton game out of my memory.
I was a little bit worried that maybe he would have persisted with Kiko, not just long term, but just because Meslier was back from COVID. But it's nice to see Illan just put straight back in there, mate.
It's no brainer for me. I think it just had to be done. It looks like at right back is potentially Luke Ayling going back to right back.
Okay.
Then a centre-half pairing of, on the right-hand side, it looks like Diego Llorente is coming into the team for his first start in a Leeds United shirt. And Pascal Struijk drops to the bench. And then alongside him, we have Mr. Captain Coops. Left back, it looks like Johnny Alioski. Now, this is the bit where it gets a bit confusing, trying to guess what's going on here. But it looks like, obviously, Calvin will be holding.
Yeah.
Rafinha looks like he will be on the right-hand side. Jack Harrison on the left wing. And then it looks like Stuart Dallas playing centre mid, which is, again, we'll go on to that in a second. But Stuart Dallas at centre mid. And then just in front of him, Rodrigo Moreno. And then up top, Patrick Bamford. So again, mate, I have not a clue what the shape's going to be. I think we'll be able to tell within the first 10-15 minutes, but it could be anything, mate. It could be a back three.
Yeah,
four. It could be anything.
I think people, Dallas in for Click, but I'm not so sure. Like maybe we're seeing a back three of Ayling, Llorente, Cooper, Alioski left wing back, Dallas right wing back.
Phillips in front.
Yeah, Phillips in front. And then, I don't know who would take up that position in midfield.
And then just Rodrigo in front. I'll be honest, mate, I'm not sure about that lineup. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure that was being what I was exactly gone for. I think obviously Click's been in poor form, but I don't know. I look at maybe Llorente and Cooper together. If it is a back four, I'm worried a bit about mobility against Callum Wilson in terms of pace, in terms of getting across the pitch, in terms of stopping, Wilson getting in behind and that lot. Just that slight pace concern, him versus Wilson. So
do we think if we have gone with the back four, obviously maybe Calvin will be instructed to drop back in to that. Yeah, to that, imagine so. The centre back three, I guess, but. It wouldn't surprise me if we've gone with the back three and Ayling's on the right side of that and Dallas is right wing back and Calvin just in front. But it's interesting. Why do you think Click's been dropped then? Because obviously Click has been Mr. Consistent in terms of starts under Bielsa. It's a strange one to see him out of the side.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's bizarre. It's not something I was expecting at all. Going into this game, I thought if anyone was, the only reason I can think of is it's gone to that back three shape, and we've gone with that 3-3-1-3. And really, when we go with 3-3-1-3, one of Phillips, Click, Rodrigo's got to drop out because we only effectively got two midfielders. So that's probably the reason why. To be fair, looking at it now, having a couple of minutes to kind of think about it, it probably is more likely, as you said, it is a back three. Thinking like Dallas right wing back, Alioski left wing back, and try and push the width up from there, really. But that's probably the only reason I can think of. I don't think it's a case of Bielsa's kind of lost faith in Click. I think it might just be because of the shape. But if we did go to a back four and Dallas is playing in centre mid, that would be quite telling, to be fair. And it's not something I necessarily agree with, to be honest. Because I do look at it now and I think, I just think it's a big risk. That I think it kind of leaves us with just a one-man midfielder, Phillips almost, because I don't really class Rodrigo as really a centre mid. He's almost a second striker, really, isn't he? If we're being honest, he's not really a traditional midfielder. So it kind of leaves us a bit light in midfield, if you ask me, mate. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how it develops. And I think you can only really properly judge it until you see what the actual shape is, because that's what the glory is about PLs. Sometimes, we just can't tell what's going on sometimes, and in a good way. To be honest. Yeah.
Just to remind everyone, there's 53 likes on not on social media, on YouTube, guys. There's 246 people watching solely on YouTube. I'm going to keep begging. I'm going to keep asking. We need you to smash those likes.
Smash it, guys.
It takes you 2 minutes. It's free to do. Just smash the like on the video, guys. Let's see if we can get them likes up on this video prior to kick-off. But you see, you've got the Newcastle lineup there, mate. Shall we have a look at that?
Yeah, so Newcastle lineup, we have got, again, just trying to guess the shape a little bit. Looks like Carl Darlow in goal. And then possibly Jacob Murphy at right back. Cher, Lascelles, the centre-backs. Definitely Jamal Lewis left back. And then probably from there, I think we're talking probably Almiron from the right, Fraser from the left, Hendrick, Shelvey, Hayden, kind of a three-man midfield, and then Wilson up top on his own. So, in a sense, it doesn't look to me from that shape there, mate, in terms of the players on that graphic, that doesn't look like two strikers. I can't see two strikers in that kind of system,
no, definitely
really,
not.
Unless they move Almiron up top. And I can't see it, though. It looks like it's just Callum Wilson.
It's interesting to see Shelvey in there, because we know when he gets on the ball, he can string some decent passes together, So be interesting to see how he goes. I'm not sure he's made many starts of late for Newcastle.
I think that's their most obvious way of scoring is Shelvey picking up the ball from deep and finding Wilson over the top, in terms of using that pace against our back four. I think that's probably Newcastle what they're going to probably try and do. But Shelvey is one of them, isn't he? Sometimes it can be superb. Other weeks it can just be terrible and look like almost a championship standard player. So it'll be interesting to see what we get from kind of Shelvey, to be fair. But I'm looking at that, and to be honest, Shelvey, Hayden, Hendrick.
Do you think maybe Hayden at centre back possibly?
Yeah, I think maybe possibly drop into
Hayden, Charles Lascelles, Jacob Murphy right wing back, Jamal Lewis left wing back, Shelvey, Hendrick, and then Almiron, Fraser, Wilson up top. Possibly. I'm not
Either
sure.
way, it looks like one up top, doesn't it? It does look like it's just...
Big man Asim said 5-4-1. Nice to see you, Asim.
It's a Bruce formation, isn't it, that 5-4-1, sit in. But the only thing I'm a bit concerned about is the midfield battle, in terms of Calvin's going to have to look after tons of players. Vietnam, love that.
Yeah. Big shout out to Pelham Whites.
I mean, to be fair, Luis Vivar, I was waiting for him. He's seen Alioski in the team.
I've fallen out with Luis Vivar, because Luis Vivar started calling for Bielsa out now. He started saying Bielsa out. He said he's working them too hard and we need to get rid of him. So I don't know where Luis is. I was having a bit of a laugh with Luis, but I've started to think, no, Luis has lost his head personally if he wants Bielsa out.
Well, to be fair, he has dropped Click.
So you with him on that? Are you with him?
You will be seeing steam coming out the. But now, to be fair, look, Click. I'm not going to pretend he's not been in good form. Click. I don't think realistically, Click can have that many complaints about being dropped. Do I think it's the right decision? I'm not sure it is, but we'll see how the game goes. I still think we're the better team. We've got the better quality.
It could turn out to be a great decision.
Yeah, of course it could.
On the game itself. Let's just flash it up as well, just from the Leeds United graphic. So we've got Meslier in goal. We're assuming it is a back four. Ayling at right back, which is good to see. Him and Rafinha linking up is going to be good, Cooper and Llorente at centre back, which is a much stronger centre back partnership that we've had, for a very long time. Alioski at left back. Midfield, just in front, obviously, Phillips, then Dallas and Rodrigo in midfield, and Rafinha, Harrison and Bamford leading the line, as it were. Obviously, Bamford being the sole tip of that. But, yeah, it's interesting. I'm really, really surprised to see...
a shock, really. I thought one change at most. I didn't think Llorente would start, but I'm delighted to see him start. I think it's a really good opportunity. As I said last night, I think this is probably the ideal game to get Llorente in. We've got Leicester next, Everton after that. That is a tough 2 tough games to start to make your first start. So this game, it's good management for me off Bielsa. That hopefully it works out that way. But it's a good opportunity for Llorente to really stake his claim with Robin Koch out the team.
Definitely, and I've seen a few comments, just people asking about the bench and the strength of it. We've got Kiko Casilla, Leif Davis, Pascal Struijk, who is a great bench player now for me, especially in them centre back roles if needed. You've got Mateus Click, Jamie Shackleton, Helder Costa, Tyler Roberts, Pablo Hernandez, and Poveda. So there are some game changers on there as well. If things aren't going well, you bring on Click, who's had a rest. He comes on in the second half, him and Pablo stringing passes together. It could be an inspired choice, and it all depends on how Click's been in training and that as well. But if we are being honest, and I think a lot of people will agree, and I know you've said it as well, the fact that he has been off it lately, to be fair.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I think that Brighton game, that first 20, 30 minutes, I thought I was watching Click's brother. He was unrecognisable in that game. I think it summed up the game, Mateus Click's first. So he got into it, to be fair, in the second half, I thought. But still, it wasn't a great performance at all. Certainly first half. Ben White was kind of walking past him at times. But the only concern I've got about it is it just looks light in midfield to me, in terms of it's just going to be Calvin kind of holding, But it's Bielsa, isn't it? This is what we get from Bielsa. It's a very attacking lineup. You can say that. You almost got a front four, in terms of Rodrigo, Rafinha, Harrison, Bamford, and then you've got 2 wing backs flying forward. I'm just concerned Calvin's got a lot to do in that midfield if it's about just protecting all them players, if you know what I mean. In terms of when they push forward. I think we'll see how it goes, mate.
Yeah, I think Emmett makes a fantastic point. If I'm being totally honest, Emmett, and as obviously I was unaware of the lineup, I'm waiting for Oscar to bring it up. I can see people in the comments saying click out. And my instant reaction was, he's gone with Pablo. I did not see Dallas moving in there. And, that's kind of vibe. So there is a case for what Emmett says as well, to say, get Dallas at left back and put Pablo back at in the middle of the park, That's a good shout as well. But obviously Bielsa's gone for a different option and decided to move Dallas there, which, if we're being honest, he does a good job there. But maybe against the Newcastle side, it won't be that much of a problem, mate.
Well, hopefully that's the case. I think obviously, you're always going to get the work rate. You're always going to get the tenacity, the pressing, all that side of the game. It's just on the ball, when you're going to get that cuteness, in terms of working the ball from, linking that defence and attack together almost. That's kind of what you need in that position. And that's the only thing you look at. And maybe it does highlight the depth a little bit, the fact that there isn't anyone, Click's been in poor form. Let's be honest, if we did have another midfielder available in the squad, say if it's Rodrigo de Paul, say if it's Adam Forshaw, say if it's anyone, say if it's any kind of number 8, Click may well have been dropped a couple of weeks ago, but it's just a fact we haven't got that like-for-like replacement. That's the only concern. But look, we've got the players on the bench. We've got options there. I think Shackleton, Hernandez, Click, Poveda, there's a lot of tenacity, energy who we can bring on off the bench. Roberts even, I thought it was okay when he came on against Brighton. There is options there to come off the bench. Struijk as well. If we do need to tighten it up towards the end of the game, because Llorente, he might not play the full 90 here. I could quite easily see Llorente if we're winning the game, coming off with 20 minutes to go. I could definitely see that being the case.
I think this is a great shout from Hugh as well. Click is still an option for Alioski off the bench. Move Dallas into left back. You bang on the money, mate. You bang on the money, and that's what I mean. Maybe this might give Click the kick up the arse that he's needed, because he hasn't been great of late, and maybe he needs that. Maybe it'll give the
inspired, mate.
Inspired.
So I'm not going to. I mean, Twitter will be having a meltdown in a minute, saying, he's dropped. It's Click and Bielsa falling out will probably be the conspiracy theory. I can guarantee you that'll be the conspiracy theory if we don't win the game. But I'm not going to make any big judgments on it so far. I'm surprised by it. But I can't say if it's good or bad until we see how the game plays out. If it doesn't work out well, I could quite easily see, as Paul mentioned there, Click for Alioski, Dallas to left back. You can see that sub now, can't you? If the first half doesn't go to plan,
definitely.
But definitely.
Yeah, the Jay Patel's telling us that the LUFC app does show 4-1-4-1. I definitely think as well, and I'm quite surprised because obviously I know they've gone with the 2 up top for quite some time, and then it looks like Steve Bruce has gone with a more defensive lineup, not gone with the 2 up top. It looks like it is just Wilson obviously not surprising because, I mentioned Carroll yesterday, but then when I was watching you on Newcastle Fans TV, they made the fantastic point that he's not going to start 2 games in such a short space of time because he's never fit to do so. And I was like, fair enough. Yeah, make a good point. So the fact that they will just go with 1 up top makes me believe that 4-1-4-1 will be there. But if at any point it does change to a 2, then I'm sure Calvin will have been instructed to just drop in there. But yeah, look, I'm excited for the game. I think I'd rather have seen Pablo instead of Dallas in there. But still, it's changes in, and I think the big one is there's 2 big ones. The fact that Meslier is in there, and it's a first start for Diego Llorente as well, which we've been absolute, we've been gagging for basically as Leeds United fans to get this guy that pocketed Ronaldo on the pitch on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I've just seen the scenes.
I've just seen you seen it as well. Yeah, I could see you were reading it. I could see. So Asim says, I thought you were working at this Friday with girls, but maybe get girls on this Friday, but see you this Friday with girls. Okay. Yes, there are no girls on this show, Asim, but on Before the Whistle Blows, we do have girl guests. I don't know what's
I just saw it come in. I was thinking, what?
What's he going on about? What's he going on about?
I think it's 2 decent lineups. I think obviously Newcastle they've kind of gone with they've gone for it a little bit. Obviously they've gone with Fraser, Almiron, Wilson on the same pitch kind of thing. I think obviously Kendall was saying Bruce doesn't have to do that, so they've kind of got a couple of outlets there who could. Fraser especially, they can get him up the pitch. We saw it against us. We had a lot of possession, but they did counter-attack against us really well. To be fair, so you kind of see that link up. Could cause us problems, to be fair. So I think it'll be a good game, mate. I don't think it'll be easy for us at all. 5-4-1, it's going to be difficult to break down, but they have got that threat on the counter. So I think it's a tough game, this, mate. But I do think we win.
Yeah, I'm just asking him. To be honest, I was getting. Someone's just asked, "Are we getting that crackling sound?" And I was getting it, and I was assuming it was my headphones, but I don't know if it's an issue with
crackling.
It might be. Oscar likes to wear one headphone, and I think the other cracks like wax.
Is that better?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it goes like that. You see, but yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
keep both your headphones in, my man. Jack says Asim is back. He's paying for your rent this month with all those donations. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's Asim. I think people are starting to love Asim in the chat. We have a great little community we're building, and that's why we say keep smashing the like. Let's get more people involved in this community. Wayne says I could hear it, but it's gone now. So yeah, it's Oscar and his one thing. I do tell him this, guys, all the time, but he just ignores me.
I go rogue. I do it. You're like Lampard, and I'm like, I go.
Ever call me Frank Lampard again? Do not do that.
But, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, but look, it's a big opportunity if we win this game. 26 points. Only a couple more then to get to the magic 40 that won't even need to be 40. I feel okay going into this, mate. I feel pretty relaxed. I think the only thing that puts a bit more pressure on this game is the games after it. Leicester, Everton, Southampton. Tough games. In terms of getting anything from those. But we'll see how it goes, mate. We're in a good position. I'd rather be where we are than Newcastle, most definitely. So
definitely.
See how it plays out, mate. Newcastle under pressure, It's going to be a big game for them. I think Bruce, if he loses this one, personally, I think Bruce could be gone. So I think it's very much do or die. They'll either turn up and be brilliant, or they'll turn up and being absolutely nothing about them. So hopefully the latter, to be fair.
Exactly. And don't forget, guys, MW says, just tuned in. What's happened with Click? He's been dropped, my man. Dallas is going to be in midfield. Ailing back at right back and Diego Llorente back at centre-back, and of course, Ilian Meslier comes straight in. And like Matthew March says, before we leave, smash that like button or use a reasonable amount of force when pressing it. Don't break your phone. Don't punch the like button. Just gently press it. It's free to do it, and it massively helps us out. Jean Carlos just said, click on the bench. Sorry, lads, late to the party. Good to see Diego starting. Money on he'll be injured after 5 minutes. I hope that's not the case. But we do have Pascal ready to come on if needs be. Yes, Panasara is on Big T Sport 1. However, put it on, mute it, listen to us. Me and Oscar will be back with you at 5:45. 5:45 we'll be back where we'll kick off your live watch along. and we'll be with you right till the end of the game. And then, of course, we've got live player ratings later on tonight as well at 9:30 if you want to join us for that. It's always great chat. It's always great fun. I'm going to end the stream now. Smash a like on this video. Massively helps us. Go straight over, because the video's already sat there waiting. So go straight over, get involved in the chat, have a little chat. We'll be back. Smash a like on the video, and we'll be back live at 6:15, where we kick off Leeds versus Newcastle at St James's Park. Any last words, Oscar, before we come back?
If you like the video, Leeds win the game. That's as simple as that. So if you don't like the video, you basically think Leeds are going to lose. So that's on your conscience. Like the video. Before you go, like the video and subscribe. And we're going to smash it today, guys, hopefully. Yeah. But
I think this is the best parting gift. This is the best last word before we end this video. It can't be any worse than Brighton, can it? Well, Leeds will probably just say, hold my beer. But let's...
mate, it'd have to be something to be as bad as that.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll see you back here at 6:15, guys. Thank you always for tuning in. Smash a like on your way out, and we'll catch you in a bit.